Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is SK Crypto K, and today we are going to talk about the latest high ROI time-locked staking protocol called Avarice. And this is an improved fork of the wildly successful T2X protocol some years back, with its main game theory for auctioning to get your tokens and then locking them in stakes to achieve ROI plus interest. Let's get into it.
Yo, appreciate your time and just know that I'm SK Crypto K, and today you should join my crypto club. Maybe by the end earn some dividends, so in advance I'ma thank you right now for that sub. Hey! Yo, let's go.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Let me preface everything by saying that I am not a financial advisor, and these are for entertainment and informational purposes only. So let's run through what Avarice is and why this is buzzing all across the crypto space in the middle of a bear market. But I'll be sure to highlight some of the key aspects on how you can enter the auction to win your tokens, and then go over to the staking tab to set up a time lock. But before that, let's see what the main homepage is saying. At its core, Avarice means greed. It is an incredibly lucrative staking dApp that is built on the shoulders of giants, drawing inspiration from the highly successful T2X platform from the glory days of DeFi. Avarice brings the auction fun and FOMO to the Binance Smart Chain. Now, I was not in T2X, however, I participated in a fork over on the Tron chain called Venturi, which ultimately did not last for a number of reasons. Primarily because it was on the Tron chain, which is a dying platform. Projects don't really come out on that anymore. But with the experience that I had, even on Venturi, I was able to profit, even with stakes that I had locked in from the beginning for 6 months, well after the platform stopped bringing in new money. So with how this one's performing and all of the money flowing in, I simply cannot see how this would not be a success. So a little bit further about this. Avarice is designed to provide maximum benefit to stakers. Users will buy AVC tokens with BNB on our easy-to-use dApp. They can then stake their tokens to earn interest paid in AVC along with their share of BNB dividends from the daily auction lobbies. Users can make as many stakes as they want for as long as they want, up to a maximum of 300 days. And then this is key, because the longer the stake, the more interest you earn. Similar to the same concepts that you see over at Hex and what you've seen with the piggy bank over on the Animal Farm. How they do this differently is quite interesting. So when it comes to the dividends, 94% of all BNB that enters the daily auction lobby is pooled to distribute back to the stakers, which we call the dividend pool. At the end of each day, the BNB dividend pool will be calculated and allocated to all the open stakes based on their staked amount. So first, when it's talking about the actual lobby, when you go into the dApp, you'll have several tabs up top. However, the lobby is where you will actually go to put your BNB into the system. There is no way to actually buy AVC token on PancakeSwap. You can't sell it either. There's only one way to get it essentially, which is this auction lobby. And how it works is at the top right of the screen, you will see a timer that ends every 24 hours. And in that amount of time, you'll come over to the current day, you'll hit enter, and it'll ask you how much BNB you are willing to put into the platform to enter this auction. And right now you can see since day one, they had 1600 BNB, then 1000, then 1100, 1600, and then yesterday was 2800 BNB. And based on the amount of deposit you put in, you will receive an amount of AVC relative of your input BNB versus everybody else's, essentially collecting your share of the pie. There is an average AVC per 1 BNB per day. As more people enter, which grows the total deposits, your average will go down. But that's okay, because the money is made on how long of a time lock you put in. So to get over to that, at the end of the timer, you will see the amount of AVC tokens that you actually received, which you then hit the button that says collect your winnings, and you will come over to the staking tab, which we can go into a little more detail shortly, but you'll basically take your auction winnings and then choose your amount of days that you're willing to stake and maximize your profits. Now, How's the dividend pool calculated? As shown in this next slide, which is the graph here, the dividend payout is split over a period of time. For example, assuming day 3 ended with a 100 lobby BNB entry, that BNB will be divided by 3 as its day 3 and split over 3 days in chunks of 33 BNB. So coming down based on that line of text, you'll see on the chart that at day 3, the 100 BNB example they showed is the total amount of BNB that came into the auction that day. And then what happens is for days 4, 5, and 6, that 100 BNB is split by the amount of days it was in, which then helps pay for the upcoming days. Similarly, with day 4, 100 BNB comes in, divided by the amount of days it's on, so 4 means there's 25 BNB split over the next 4 days. So on and so forth. Even for, let's say, day 10, they've got 100 BNB divided by 10 days, which is then 10 BNB per day that just keeps going all the way for 10 days. So as the days go on and the pools grow in size, these dividends will keep going and adding, allowing for much stronger and stable payouts. This caps at day 60, but also ensures that our project can live a longer lifespan and adds to the game theory behind the staking of the tokens themselves.
Now, this does not mean this project dies at day 60.
It's just saying that the model shown below is only going to keep taking that day's worth of BNB that comes in and locks it at 60 days going forward every single time. And so far, so long as the marketing is doing as well as it is right now and people remain excited and take some of their dividends and get back into the auction, the cycle just repeats and people will not only ROI on every one of the stakes they do, but they will be walking away with huge dividends, which part of that will cycle back through this. And if this project is anywhere near as successful as T2X,
then this project will last for years.
So as we mentioned earlier, all of the BNB that comes into the system, 94% goes into the dividend pool to reward stakers. Now, the 6% that's remaining is collected by the team and will be used to facilitate marketing, team cost, but more importantly, buybacks. These buybacks will be used to foster and cultivate continual growth for the platform over the long term. So using the team's discretion, the 1% will be regularly put back into the system to add to the dividend pool. These tokens will also be burned to add an extra layer of benefit to the community. There is a way of selling and buying stakes you can choose to participate in, but just know that if you do sell one of your active stakes for an amount of BNB that you choose or want and someone's willing to pay for, there's a 10% fee that the stake seller pays, which 8% of that will be bought back to the contract's current day lobby. Lending and loaning is also a future and upcoming part of this platform that's not yet discussed, but will be interesting when it comes out.
And lastly, in this white paper, before we go back to showing you staking,
there is a referral system that is just a no-brainer to use. Everyone wins when using a referral link. There's zero reason not to use one because the person who uses a referral link will earn an extra 1% minted of AVC tokens on their auction lobby collection. As the referrer, you will earn an extra 5%. There are no limits on the number nor the amount of referrals that you can get.
So if you find this video useful and would like to support me by using my referral link, I thank you kindly in advance.
Now just know it is a little bit tricky when you use the referral link. It's not going to take you straight to the dApp, but rather the home page that we were reviewing earlier. You will notice that the referrer's contract address is in the line above. And what you would do from here is essentially look up in the upper right corner and then just go to the Avarice panel, which is the dApp itself. And the referral link will follow you through all the way to the dApp.
So before we get to staking, let's just recap the auction lobby.
This is where you will come in based on the daily timer. You can watch the total deposits for the day and you can snipe in at the end. However, it's in your best interest to just get in so you can start a time lock stake. Now, just to demonstrate, this auction day has just started and there's 22 hours left to enter. We are on day 6 and so far there's 249 BNB in the protocol. So 1 BNB is averaging about 11,700 ABC per BNB. So to enter the protocol, you just simply click enter. You will then enter the amount of BNB you are willing to afford to put into the protocol to get your ABC tokens, and you will enter the auction. After you confirm your transaction, you will then see that it shows the amount of BNB that you deposited for that day, it'll show based on the current average how many ABC tokens you will receive, which is 9,000 for me at the moment. But trust me, that's going to go way lower, but that's okay. And at any point before the timer ends, you can add more BNB to increase the amount of ABC you will receive. Then at the end of the timer, this enter button will now say collect, which when you do, it will give you ABC tokens into your wallet. Which remember, you cannot sell AVC tokens or buy them on PancakeSwap or any DEX. However, you are able to transfer them to a different wallet without a fee if you'd like, but you cannot buy or sell. Now, coming over to staking, and this is where you want to put your thinking cap on. So after you collect your AVC tokens from the auction, you basically have 24 hours to decide what kind of time lock you would like to do, how many you would like to do, until the stakes actually go live. And the reason it's 24 hours is because everything is based on that cycle. So you'll see right now the amount of tokens I'm holding is 4,927 AVC. So one strategy I'm going to do is I'm going to take 4927 divided by 2, and I'm going to make 2 stakes of 2,463. So I'll come over to the stake, 2,463, and I am going to set one stake for 30 days out. Now you'll see that whatever you put in based on the amount of days, it'll tell you the bonus amount of ABC that you will receive. So in this case, I'm going to be earning 28.37 extra AVC. Not only will I receive my dividend payout to me in BNB, but I will actually also receive AVC token that will hit my wallet again that I can then restake. So let's just go ahead and get this stake active. And once confirmed, you should see it pop up on my list down below. And there you go. You'll actually see that the progress bar says starting soon. So remember, you have 24 hours to set up a stake. And at the end of that 24 hours, you will see this progress bar change into what you're looking at below, which is my first stake that started today. But going back up to the first one, starting soon, I have 2,463 ABC staked. The bonus tokens that I'm projected to get is only 28. And as the progress bar fills up, you'll actually see what BNB dividends you are earning on that stake. Now, pay attention, because why are my bonus tokens so low in this stake compared to the earlier one that I made? Even though the amount of ABC token that I've staked is not too far off from each other, the difference is the ending days. So this very first stake that I chose, I put out about 6 months from now. So on day 81 of the protocol is when this progress bar will be filled up all the way, and I will receive all of the BNB dividends, which is already locked away and will pay you, in addition to 1,400 bonus AVC tokens. So you have to remember earlier in the video when we said the longer you stake, the higher the reward. And that's the key multiplier at play when you compare these two stakes against each other. Now, let's take the remaining 2464 tokens that I have left. But just to see what the multiplier looks like, let's go ahead and make it 60 days. You'll see that the bonus ABC that I'm getting here is now 113 ABC versus the bonus on the stake I just made of only 28 ABC. And once it goes through, yep, there it is. You'll see how much of a multiplier you get in tokens versus the longer stake you do. The first stake here I made for just 30 days. We're starting it on day 7 and it ends on day 37. But by simply doubling the amount of time that I'm staking the same exact amount of tokens, look how much of a multiplier I'm getting. It's not simply double the bonus amount, but it is much higher, and these rewards exponentially grow. And they have a chart to show this as well. So users receive a bonus ABC tokens on their active stakes, which is highly based on the duration of their stake. So the longer the duration, the higher the bonus percentage. The graph shows the growth of the bonus token percentage for stakes at its highest, which is 300 days. The percentage goes up to 105% of those ABC tokens.
Oh yeah, you definitely want to go for longer to get more reward.
Indeed. And I can't stress enough, like I said, when I was in the Tron chain version of this called Venturi, which did not bring people in and did not have good marketing, And even despite that, I was able to make my ROI and profit even on 6-month stakes that I did in that platform. So you need to think about what that means for this one, which has everybody buzzing. And also do your research on T2X and how much of a success that platform was, because this is checking off all of the boxes to be a runaway success, even in a bear market. So yeah, hopefully that gets you excited. But again, when it comes to the staking, there are so many different ways that you can play this. If you are an investor who just wants to get into the auction one time and then do a 300-day stake and then bank on that reward, you can count on that, especially as early as you are. Or if you really want to play the system correctly, you can enter in on an auction every single day with whatever you're willing to spend, and then set up your stakes such that you can do a ladder mechanism. And to briefly go over what that is, when it came to T2X and Venturi, for a period of time, as long as money kept coming in, your ROI turnaround time was anywhere between 10 and 20 days. Meaning, as long as you got in early and you put in a stake for 20 days, you were at least getting your ROI back in BNB of what you put in. So since this seems to be a runaway success, I would imagine that their ROI is going to be a similar period of time. But why just stake for 10 or 20 days to simply get ROI? So what you would do here is maybe choose to go 30 or maybe 40, let's say 45 days as an example. You would get your auction winnings, you would come in here and do a stake for 45 days. Then with fresh money, you enter the auction again and you take those winnings and you put it in for another 45 days the next day. And then repeat that cycle. Every day you enter the auction, every day you put in your same stake for the same amount of time of 45 days. What you'll eventually end up having is you'll have a multitude of different stakes here, all starting one day after the previous stake, but all ending one day after the previous stake as well. So starting on day 45, you'll essentially earn dividends that you can put back into the auction. And then on 46, you'll also earn dividends. And then on 47, you'll also earn dividends every single day that you stake for the same amount of days that ends a day after the previous stake. You continually find yourself getting your ROI back plus profit. And then you take those profits and get back into the auction. And you continue to rinse and repeat that cycle for as long as the platform remains viable, which every indication shows that this is that lightning in a bottle. This platform has the legs to stand the test of time. So do not miss out on this action. Remember to keep it simple. You just join the lobby, you take your winnings, and you put it into a time lock stake, which there are a number of different strategies you can do here. Now, looking up here, there is a lending protocol that is not out yet, but will be on the future roadmap. And currently there is a buy and sell area that you could come in here, but I haven't really played around too much with it yet. But essentially all it means is maybe if you have a life emergency and you need your money sooner and you want to take one of your current stakes and sell them for an amount of BNB that you're choosing, so long as there is a buyer that is willing to pay what you're asking for, you can give your stake over to them. And without doing too much math, you can already see there's a number of stakes here that are up for sale. But in regards to if the asking price of BNB is worth it, I can't really tell you right now. But for example, this person has 3,000 ABC in a stake for 25 days, and they are asking for 3.9 BNB. And in regards to if that's worth it, I don't know. But yes, that is all that I have for this video. Hopefully you found it helpful. And again, if you use my referral code, then thank you kindly in advance. But also, if you enjoyed this video, then please smash that like button and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And if you vibe with me and would like to join my Telegram community, then find the link down below. And until next time, please stay safe out there, stay blessed, and make good choices with your crypto.
Oh, I love my auctions. Come on, 3 BNB. Do I have a 3 BNB, 3.2 BNB, 3.3 BNB? Oh, gentleman over there, 3.3 BNB. Okay, all right. How about 3.4 BNB? 3.4, 3.4, 3.4. Ma'am? No, 3.4. Okay, come on. 3.5. No, sold. 3.6 BNB to the gentleman in the back.
Go away.